project me where I can't see?
Well, considering doing most of it, then I gotta be able to see. You can see. You just gotta poke your head anything over here.
Let you know I'm gonna need that chair for the second game.
Yeah.
Our announcer.
Yeah, I probably won't have a partner for the second game.
I just want to let you know.
I want him to do a Bellevue Marquette game next week with me on radio. So I'm just a little test run here.
Why is it on the right side? That's weird.
That's what Ray said when he used it.
What?
It's like, why is it on the right side? And welcome to another night of Cardinal baseball. As we got the reserve varsity game to start things off. And Thomas Crossland immediately starts off with the catcher's interference. And he'll take first base. So I'll bring up Jack Bowman.
Jack's swing is very nice and quick.
Got a little pinch hit action at the end of the game last night up and down in Mount Vernon, and unfortunately struck out, but kind of probably a shock to him to come off the bench in a tight situation with us having a 2-run lead.
It's a very last-minute decision. I mean, it was in between that inning.
Right.
30 seconds repaired it. Out there and hit.
Jack is 0 of 6 on the season batting. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. Dale Scott along with you tonight here, live streaming on MCSN on YouTube. Joining me for the bulk of this first game, as my normal partner will not be here tonight, is senior utility man Caden Scott. Trying to work Caden in some chops to make his radio debut next week. Talk him into it. Next Friday night?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like 3 days from
now. No, next Friday night.
Okay.
Swing and a miss by Bowman for strike 3. Crossland steals second on the play. 1 down for the Cardinals. That'll bring up Abe Mickle. Abe batting .250 on the season, 8 of 32. Abe puts it into play, ground ball out towards shortstop. It's a slow roller. Shortstop comes up to make the play and get Mickle by about a step and a half at first, 2 down. Does allow Crossland to go to third on the play. And Liam Onen will be the cleanup hitter in the reserve varsity game. Liam 4 of 32, hitting .125 on the season. Swing on and fouled off, 0-1.
Liam did change his swing about an hour ago, so we'll see first half back.
An hour ago he changed his swing, like completely.
Not completely, just
See, this is the kind of stuff that Coakley can't give me.
said he's not going to pick up his front.
Oh, he hit that curveball out to center field. Unfortunately, it's going to be caught by the center fielder to end the inning. So for the Cardinals, they get no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the first. When we come back here, Maquoketa Northeast tied at 0. Anything we say will be live, so just remember that. And since they're not playing music at the time, we'll just leave it open. So who we got? Bryce Hanson pitching. Yeah. Who's catching? Mitchell?
Yeah.
Who's the third? Thane?
Yeah. Second's Thomas, first Liam.
Hunter's at short. Liam at first. Jack out and right. And Aaron Bramer in center. Okay. So to set the Cardinal lineup now, we got that. You got Abe Mickle out and left. Aaron Bramer in center. Jack Bowman out and right. Thane Chapman at third. Hunter Manning at short. Thomas Crossland at second, Liam Onen at first, Mitchell Rader behind the plate, and Bryce Hanson on the mound. How was that long bus drive over here?
Miserable. I didn't even get to choose my music already here.
Does that mean you're riding home on the bus so you get to choose it to start off, or what?
I don't know. Depends if we win or lose. I don't like bus rides if we're losing.
Well, you didn't ride the bus home last night after a win.
I didn't really want to stop and eat
Oh,
too long. I'm a big fan of
so the
Monopoly.
lead off for the Rebels would be the pitcher, Hayden Lee. And first pitch from Hanson's high, ball one. Hanson with the 1-0 outside, ball two, 2-0. Three and 0 to Lee. There's a called strike, 3-1. There's a ground ball out to second to Crossland. Gets the glove down. Throw over to first to Onen to retire Lee. One down.
I think that's the first ground ball Thomas has seen all year.
Probably. That'll bring up Luke Holdgrafer, an 8th grader for Northeast. Starts out with called strike one on the outside part of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, delayed the strike call.
Kind of like the one last night. I had to wait like 3 seconds just to see what it was because the strike zone wasn't even, it was all over the place. You didn't know what he's going to call. That one bounces way outside, 1-1. So we got Bryce Hanson pitching tonight, and last night you and him were just racking up the hits against Mount Vernon. I think Bryce had what, two doubles last night and 2 singles?
Yeah, we had 7 hits in that total second game, and me and him had a combined 5 together, so.
There's a little pop up out towards short, glove by Hunter Manning, 2 down.
I mean, I think he said he's never had a double in his career, and he had 2 in one game last night.
I remember right, they were back to back too. I still got the scorebook from last night in here, so.
Granted, they weren't like gappers where you just hit the gap over the gap like that. You just hit it down the line. And you're nice
Yeah, he had both doubles to left in the second and the fourth inning and back-to-back hits to go along with a single to left. Called strike one to Curtis Eberhardt. And way outside in the dirt, 1-1.
long backstop.
Doesn't look like there's much pop back on the ball either when it hits the fence. Little tapper foul, 1-2.
Coach Mangler said this is the kind of backstop we're getting next year. Like the fence.
Yeah, they're going to be doing some renovations at the home field. That's outside low, 2-2. Ground ball out towards shortstop. Hunter Manning comes up on it, throw to first to Onan, has to dig it up off the ground and does so in time to retire the Rebels. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the second and we come back on MCSN. And back here for the top of the second. 0-0 the score here in Goose Lake. Hunter Manning up to bat. Takes ball one. Hunter on the season is 11 of 31, hitting .355. There's a little dipper into center field. It's going to drop in front of the center fielder for a single for Hunter.
Man, we gotta add in that he had 2 bombs the other week.
Who, Hunter?
Yeah. You hear about this?
Oh, in level 2?
Yeah, he had 1 bomb over the fence. There is a rumor that the wind was blowing out at 30-mile-per-hour pace. But it still goes down.
Still counts.
I'd take it every day.
And the pass ball, Hunter heads to second. Aaron Bramer is the batter. Aaron is 0 for 1 on the season, getting the bulk of getting some time here and there as a courtesy runner from the varsity level. And the 1-0, put it in play right back at the pitcher. Throws out Bramer first. Hunter heads to third on the play.
They had to play at third. I don't know if Hunter was already there or not. I don't even think he gave him a look.
Who we got now?
Dang,
Dane Javen. Is Taven here
no, he's in Florida, I believe.
for wrestling?
I think it's that.
So 1-0 to Thane. Thane is yet to have a varsity at bat this season, so
Well, he doesn't power in practice, though.
I got a couple of bats in the other varsity reserve game we had, last week against North Scott before it got called.
See, he's going with the one batting glove approach.
Hey, he works count 3-0, 3-0. And he draws a walk on 4 pitches.
Dixie South.
Mr. Olympus, Dixie Solomon up to plate.
This guy's a character.
He's 0 for 1 and varsity level, getting a pinch hit there I think it's 2 weeks ago.
One thing you'll notice, with every ball he hits, it goes straight down into the dirt.
That's
And it bounces up.
That's the slow pitch softball part of it. Big softball player is Dixie. Takes ball high, 1-0.
Always smiling.
Who's on deck? Mr. Peter? CP? Well, there it is. Took a while, but called it strike. 1-1. That ball gets away. Hunter's going to stay at third, but Chapin will head over to second. Outside. Nope, going to get him a call. Strike on that one. 2-2. Ooh. Count is now full, 3-2. And Dixie will draw a walk. That'll load him up with one down. For Mr. CP, Clayton Peter.
Doesn't know what to do with himself.
Supposed to go talk to your third base coach.
I think Brad's a little upset right now.
What do you think he's telling him? Well, this is what I want you to do. You got bases loaded. I need you to put it in play so we can, get a run here.
Hopefully CP's awake. He tends to fall asleep.
Is he like the closer in Fever or what's that baseball movie I like?
Major League?
Fever Pitch.
No, one time during the season, we were getting blown out, so everybody's in a down mood, and we look on the bench and CP's asleep with his hat over his face. He came to practice one night on no sleep, and you could tell he was tired. He had eyes were baggy.
He's gonna take a strike one call. 0-1. He's probably up late playing softball, wasn't he?
I think he's nocturnal. I mean, you gotta remember, these football kids have to get up every morning at 5:30 to go to weights on top of playing 2 baseball games.
Oh, that's going to punch out CP on 3 pitches. And you'll go back to the top of the order with Thomas Crossland.
Comes a free base. See what this catcher does. Looks like he's staying in the same position.
That ball gets away. That'll score Hunter Manning easily. Chapin will go to third. Solomon to second. And the Cardinals have a 1-0 lead here in top of the second. Here's the 1-0 to Crossland and high. Inside, 2-0. Yeah, we have to get you a kill switch.
I don't know what it is.
Ground ball back to the pitcher.
His glove. Looks like the ump's walking out.
Yep, we're going to call it good.
I don't know what it is that makes me smoke on it.
Well, it could be the fact that you've broken your nose like 7 times. But the Cardinals do get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. And there were 2 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the second when we come back on MCSN. back here for the bottom of the second. Cardinals on top 1-0. And up to bat for Northeast is Isaac Trentkamp. And ball one from Hanson. Swing and a miss. Evens the count, 1-1. Another swing and a miss, 1-2. High, ball two. Yeah, called strike three, 1 down. Is this kid's name Young or Young? Brock.
Brock Youngie.
Youngie. So I'll bring up Brock Youngie, senior. Low and outside, ball one. High, ball two. So did you watch the Mount Vernon games today after they were uploaded? What'd you take from my comments? Typical dad stuff, huh?
Yeah.
3-0 to Youngie.
I'm in the wrong bet.
Huh?
What your comments were about. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
There was points you can make for us in the wrong, points you can make for I didn't.
Well, are you talking about the back in a third deal?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't know the whole thing, how you guys do it. I just know how we used to do it. Full count, 3-2.
You're gonna take some credit for that first hit I had.
Well, I gave you, no, it was a short talk, I said.
First pitch come out.
There it is. Strike three called, 2 down. What number is that? 43? So Caden Weber, freshman, be the batter. Takes outside, ball one.
I don't normally watch the whole game. I just watch my at bats and maybe if I had to play in the field, I won't look like that. Sometimes they're hard to find. You don't even like remember when it was in the game.
Yeah, there's a line shot out to second base. Crossland knocks it down, picks it up, throws over to first, and Liam's able to adjust to the throw for the out. So the Rebels go 1-2-3 again in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the third. Cardinals on top here in the reserve varsity game, 1-0. So we'll head to the top of the third. Dale Scott along with Caden Scott joining me here for the reserve varsity game. There's a line shot into left field by Jack Bowman.
He's got some speed on his bat.
So that'll bring up Abe Mickle, who's playing left field here in the reserve game. Grounded out to short back in the first. And the first pitch to him is a little bit outside and high, 1-0. Swung on and right another rope into left field. Bowman's gonna have to hustle into second. Oh, the second baseman wasn't even. Don't think he was even looking at his left fielder there. Fortunately, the first baseman was heads up and was able to get it. So back-to-back singles to left for the Cardinals. Have two men on with no outs, and first baseman Liam on and up, who flied out to center in the first inning.
Liam did say you get on, I'll hit you in before the game, so two singles and see what he can do.
Well, he's going to take strike one to begin things. Looks like they're calling it just a little bit on the outside part of the plate from up here. Something you don't want to hear, huh?
Well, I'm sure the strike zone's expanded.
Yeah, that's going to be another one, 0-2. Step in and hips in. Well, I think he tried to throw a curveball there. Stays high, 1-2. Outfield pretty much playing a normal straightaway defense. Inside 2-2. Fouled away, stays live at 2-2. Who we got pitching tonight for varsity? Jack Dostal.
Thursday will be Peyton Mitchell.
I figured that one. So count is full. Bowman leading off at second. And Liam's going to fly one out to center field. And Bowman and Mickle will stay put right where they're at. So you can call Liam a liar when you see him. Yeah, Hunter Manning singled back in the second.
I don't know how he swings. I mean, he basically ended up his swing and already running the first.
Well, it's like a slap hitter in softball. He's almost got it down to a science. And with that big hole right there between third and short with the shortstop, since he's a left-handed hitter with a runner in second, he becomes even more dangerous because he can direct it right to that hole. And he's got the speed that you can't throw him out. Nope, called it. 1-1. We opened up the big strike zone on that one. Yeah, because anything outside like that, you are screwed. Inside. 1-2. Guess he thought this inning wasn't moving fast enough. Thought he'd move it right along. And the 1-2. There it is, right to that hole. Not now after he did that. You have to make almost a perfect play, come up with it, and get rid of it. Just is Hunter Manning's speed. So Hunter's on with the infield hit.
I must say, watching the home, I think they all saw Hunter was even jogging on that too.
Yeah, that wasn't full speed Hunter either. So bases loaded, one down. Aaron Bramer, the batter. Aaron grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Takes called, strike one. Fouled off. It's off the hands. 0-2.
Is this 5 innings?
I think so. I think varsity reserve games are only 5 innings. Big old curveball drops in there. Called, strike three, 2 down. Bring up Thane Chapin, playing third base. He walked on 4 pitches back in the second inning in his first at bat.
Yeah,
Oh.
we talked about that power.
Just a long fly ball, though, Caden.
It looked a lot better on the bat than it did.
Even if you put it over the fence down there, you know what my old high school coach, Coach Nelson, used to tell me? That's just a long strike. Bounces one into the strike zone, but unfortunately a bounce. So ball, 1-1. Two and one.
Left center or right center gap.
Well, now you recognize it. Swing and a miss, strike two.
I'm just not very good at placing the ball right.
At least you admit it. I gotta get you on live TV for you to admit that instead of arguing with me. Big old curveball called, strike three. That'll strand the bases loaded of Cardinals. And that'll go the middle of the third. Cardinals get 3 hits. There was no runs, no errors, and 3 left on. Cardinals still leading 1-0. We'll head to the bottom of the third when we come back on MCSN. And welcome back here to Goose Lake. Cardinals on top 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. And up to bat for Northeast will be Tyler Hines, a freshman. Swing and foul tipped, strike one. Well, I kind of waited a little long to see if he could make the call, but he didn't. 1-1. Inside, 2-1.
Yeah, I'm leaning into that 100 times.
So Aaron Bramer getting some playing time out in center. He doesn't normally get a lot of playing time on varsity, but He'll be joining you at William Penn. Is he going to be going Saturday?
Yeah.
Is he? Aaron's going to be playing some football up there while you're playing baseball.
He's gonna move in like August 8th.
Well, yeah, football starts a little earlier in there.
Get there, Abe.
Abe comes in, or Hunter stepped in and then readjusted, dropped back to make the catch, one down.
I mean, you gotta think he's moving up. I mean, that's gotta suck. You're on campus, like nobody else is there but the football players. Campus is probably dead, nothing to do much. But probably having 2-day practices anyway.
Oh yeah, you want to play some college football? You're going to be busy. 0-1 the count. Strike 2 to Mike Shekel, an 8th grader. One and two. No, Chad went to Kai's game. He had a game tonight.
He's not gonna be here for the varsity.
No. He is not going to be joining us tonight. And the 1-2, if he calls that, so help me, he's way off because that was outside. 2-2. A little bit low, 3-2. And Shekel will draw a walk. First base runner for the Rebels. And that'll bring up Medane Morrell, a sophomore. So you know what they're feeding us on Saturday?
I'm assuming it's just normal school.
Well, I don't think school's in session to be having the calf open. You know me, I'm all about the food. That's all I'm going for. Food and to see what I'm paying for. Called strike 1, 0-1. There's a pop-up behind home plate, but not going to have a play on it. 0-2.
See them opening up that day for 200 kids. I'd say 200 kids. Class.
Outside, 1-2. And that'll even the count 2-2 as it didn't make it quite to the plate. Oh my, that got warm sitting out there. Oh my goodness. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the second out. We'll bring up number 4, Elijah Dobson. Dobson takes first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Two and 0. Mr. Kane Kopp had a pretty good outing on the mound last night, didn't he?
10 Ks.
Yeah, he was dealing. I liked how he was getting the ball and ready to go again as soon as he had it, and it made it go quick, made everything fast paced.
There was a lot of arguing from the first base coach that he didn't come and set. He said it about every pitch that he had to come set on. Never called a balk, but I mean the umpire did tell him about twice. Make sure you come set.
3-0 pitch.
The first 4 innings, every batter was
So we'll go back to the top of the order now with Hayden Lee. Hayden grounded out to second in the first at bat. Takes strike one. That one's worm burner for ball one. Always like this field. It's always been quiet up here. It's a nice place to play baseball.
Be even better if the cornfield was there.
Yeah, it does give a nice green backdrop there in a few weeks, but a little behind the season this year, I think.
Hasn't even been hot yet, really. We're almost.
Well, you just jinxed that. There's a pop up out by third baseline. Chapin giving chase. Heck of an effort, but not able to make the catch.
That was some effort there.
Old fashioned want to.
It's bad. Anything catch. I like that out of thing. I know he's hurting after that.
Especially when you get that elbow dug into that gravel over there.
Is it his glove? I don't know if he didn't squeeze.
So the 2-2 to Lee. Hanson with the pitch, swung on. That's going to be a little dinker past third and drop in for a hit. And bases are loaded with Rebels on the single. I'll bring up Luke Holdgraffer, who popped up to short back in his first at bat in the first inning. Called strike one. And the 0-1 swung on out towards center field. Made Bramer makes the catch, so turnabout fair play, I guess. Cardinals strand the bases loaded last inning. Rebels leave 3 on this inning. They get no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors. We'll head to the top of the 4th when we come back on MCSN. And we'll go to the top of the 4th here in the reserve varsity game. Cardinals with a 1-0 lead. And Mr. Olympus, Dixie Solomon, will come up.
Dixie's a driver. He's always in the way.
I heard he's can lift the most of anybody in the school.
Let's say legs, yes, but arms. I think Taven's got people beat on arms. Mr. Shot's a good lifter.
Well, I would hope so.
He's a big.
He's got the veins popping out of his arms. 1-0 to Solomon.
But I'd give Dixie the leg lifter champion or whatever you call it. He's pretty.
Tell you what, he's a heck of a muddler on the defensive and offensive line in football.
He's put in a lot of work.
Swing and a miss. Strike one, 2-1.
I mean, if he was slim, he probably looked like
He's a swing on out to right field and going to be caught, 1 down. I'll bring up CP, Clayton Peter.
I had to wake him up for his nap.
Well, swing and a miss. He's awake now, right?
He's on it too. Just swing through it.
Called strike 2. Big old curveball. It's going to punch out Clayton Peter again.
That was a really good pitch.
So he'll go down on strikes for the second time. And that'll bring up Thomas C.I. Crossland.
Is that a hole in the back of his panther this hole? Maybe a little rip.
High and inside again. Might just be a dirt spot. Fouled straight back. 1-1. Swung on, popped up out towards back behind shortstop into left field, and the catch is made for the third out. Cardinals go 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Head to the bottom of the fourth, and we come back on MCSN. And back here for the bottom of the fourth. Cardinals with a 1-0 lead. Bryce Hanson still on the mound. Batter's Curtis Eberhardt. He takes ball 1 low, 1-0.
Waves playing in. Shortstop number 2.
He's playing what they would call the rover position in softball.
I've never played Silfish softball. I don't know what positions.
Well, back then you could play with 4 outfielders. You had the 3 main ones, and you had a rover played all over the place. So you just got on a team that you just hit it over the fence every play. Lined out to the shortstop for 1 down.
But like you said, isn't there home run rules? You don't hit so many games.
Well, no, that depends on the league rules. It depends on the tournament rules. There were tournaments we played in where you could only hit 1 in an inning. So you'd save it until you had bases loaded, and then you would do it. Because I played on a team back in the 90s. We had 1 through 10 could, at any moment, at any time, we could put it over the fence on will.
It's funny how you could. Okay, I will hit the home run now.
That's what we did. And I always hoped I'd get bases loaded when I came up. Always wanted to just let it go, because trying to just punch one in a hole somewhere was annoying sometimes. 0-2 to Trent Camp. Yeah, good old waterbed creation days. Hunter Manning's dad was on the team with me.
Really?
Yeah,
Didn't know you guys knew each other.
he was my
Like that.
Randy. Hunter's dad was my sophomore baseball coach in high school.
How many years older is he?
He's your Aunt Glenda's age.
Didn't know you guys knew each other.
He's 10 years older than me. Just swung on, fouled away. Count stays 0-2. Yeah, no, he was my sophomore baseball coach. And then we played on the Prairie League team, the Indians, together for a little bit, and then
I heard he's pretty good. I mean, Hunter told me he tried out for the Reds and stuff.
yeah. And that'll punch out Trend Camp for the second out. Yeah, and then we played on Waterbed Creation softball together for many years. Brad played with us on tournaments for that too, on Waterbed.
We were talking about Nelson's heat stroke earlier in the game.
That was my senior year.
Yeah, that's what.
It was against Monticello.
That's because Ray couldn't remember what year he was in, so my dad told me a story about it before he wasn't against my freshman year.
Yeah, because Ray came up at the end of the year as a freshman when Chad and I were seniors. I think Ray even caught me once for a couple innings that year, if I remember right. I know Chad used to give him a ride home after practice because that's before he could drive. And he got in Chad's Pontiac Grand Am, or no, maybe it was his Chad's Ranger truck at the time, and sat right on Chad's sunglasses. And Chad has never let him forget that.
How much were sunglasses back then?
Oh, they weren't that
What was it?
expensive. It was the principle of the matter. Being a little freshman and squashing a senior's glasses.
Well, now we just pick on Mitchell for anything. He can just walk through the door.
There's a base on balls for Brock Youngie.
I wonder who's going to cover the bag since they're both 20 feet away from it.
Oh, we're going to find out. It's going to be Crossland. And they're going to get him. Throw is there on one hop, and Thomas is able to get the hop and the scoop. That'll end the inning. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll head to the fifth when we come back on MCSN. So we go to the fifth. Leading off to be Jack Bowman. He is struck out swinging and singled to left field in his 2 at-bats. Where's the wind's blowing in, dude? It's only, what was that, 305 down the line? Yeah.
My ball yesterday would have been out of here.
Yeah, your gapper might have cleared the fence here last night. 1 and 2. Yeah, Mount Vernon, man. You look at 360 out there. There were 385 in the gaps. Hit by pitch.
Saved a home run.
So they're probably watching in their dugout and just said, hit him. He's going to hit a home run.
Yeah, you can tell. That's why the wind's blowing in. Bats creating the wind circle.
So Bowman on at first, throws over there, check on him. Back easily. I got to stand up. There's a ground ball.
That's technique right there.
Hitting behind the runner. That'll get Jack over to third.
That's perfect. Hit and run. Goes to the right spot.
Don't you wish you could do that?
All right, we got Liam on again. 2 runners.
Change that subject, huh?
People are on. Let's see if we can hit him in.
Well, if he doesn't, I expect you to be riding him. So runners at first and third, no outs. Cardinals with a 1-0 lead here in the, I didn't change the scoreboard. It's actually top of the 5th. I was pretty good at that for a while.
After watching the signs, I can tell you Abe's not going.
Ball 1 to Liam.
Not going again.
Ball high, 2-0. And 3-0. So did you see your grandfather's post about the house he's buying here?
He saw some comments for believing him.
Let me pull that up for you.
I saw your comment.
But did you see the picture?
Yeah. What happened?
Liam will walk. I'm working on it. Here, why don't you call play-by-play while I pull that up for you?
Hunter Manning up the bat.
You can't stammer like that.
Single, and I believe I can't read your handwriting. I know he's a single.
Hunter Manning, he's 2 singles.
Okay, 2 singles here. Takes strike 1. Wasn't looking. He's bringing some color graphics. Pitch. Swing on, hit to the second baseman. He's gonna tag the runner and throw.
Oh,
Miss it.
yeah, it went past the first baseman, so that's going to score a couple Cardinals.
2 runs. Turner looking for third.
So 4 unassisted on Liam. Fielder's choice for Hunter. And takes second on an E4.
Liam tried to run back to first base. Where's he gonna go?
Heat of the moment, Caden. Heat of the moment.
Aaron Brammer. He's gonna swing and miss on an inside pitch. It's taking me so long.
Well, I had to write things down.
That's popped up to the center fielder. Hunter Manning was gonna tag.
Go.
And he's gonna fake
Nope.
it out. Yeah, I saw it. What happened at the house? Where's that at?
It's in Pershing Trailer Park. It caught on fire
Oh, like recently?
a few months ago.
Ball outside. Oh, never strike on the other battery box that I gave you. Now thanks, Matt. He's gonna rip it here. See the anger steaming. Oh, swing and a miss. he's holding Hunter Manning on at all. I can't believe that I just saw him get a steal here. Yep, there he goes and throws it underneath the post. One, two count, 2 outs. Foul tip, held on by the catcher. Alright, I gotta go down.
You strike out.
Yeah, swinging.
All right. Well, thanks, Caden.
Yep.
Good luck tonight.
Going 3 for 3 with 3 grand sloppers.
Okay. I'll hold you to it just like you guys hold on into his stuff. So to the bottom of the fifth we go. Caden Weber will lead off for the Rebels. Cardinals a 3-0 lead here in the reserve varsity game. And the first pitch called strike one. That one's outside, 1-1. And the 2-1 from Hanson to Weber. Swung on, popped up out towards third base. Chapin has a beat. Now he's going to give way to Hunter Manning. Comes over, makes the catch. 1 down. Batter's Tyler Hines. Take the first pitch from Hanson inside, 1-0. That one's low and outside in the dirt, 2-0. Called strike one, 2-1. Hanson's worked Hines to a 3-1 count. And ball 4. Hines will head down to first. Bring up Mike Shekel, who walked back in the third inning. Hanson starts him off with called strike one. Ball high, evens it 1-1. Swung on, ground ball down towards first base line. And I'm going to say it's foul ball, as Onan picked it up just on the outside part of the chalk. So 1-2 to Shekel. One down. Hines on at first for the Rebels. Called strike three at the plate. Raider throws behind the runner, but he's back safely, and there's two down. So I'll bring up Medane Morrell. Struck out back in the third. Hanson starts him off with fastball. It's popped out towards shortstop. Hunter Manning makes the catch for the third out. So for the Rebels, no runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on. And that'll be the end of the reserve varsity game. The Cardinals will get a 3-0 win. We'll be back in a little bit with the varsity game between Maquoketa and Northeast here on MCSN. Is it